All right. Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Uh, we are back as usual every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. and we do that 3 days a week at the same time, which is Sunday and Wednesday and Friday. So feel free always to be with us in those fixed time. However, during the week we do more broadcasts too. So subscribe in case you like to be with us. Today our topic is very simple, and I think the title is so clear. All of us, we knew that the Muslims, they brag so much about who can make Quran better than the Quran. And I don't find really a reason for anyone to say that, because I mean, obviously nobody can make Quran better than the Quran, because this is the most funny comedy, full of errors books, and I don't think I can do better than the one who did this book. And we are here. I mean, we will see in the coming 2 or 3 hours if there is any Muslim would like to call us and show us why even the Quran, Muslims consider it as something unique. I mean, I don't see a reason really to find the Quran as a unique book, except it is funny, full of fairy tale stories, like Suleiman is speaking to the, or listening to the ant, and speaking to the birds, and the genie diving for him, and he find a woman, she have no hair in her legs, and the flying carpet can carry 600,000 chairs, and the guy who found you know the sun sitting in the murky water. And the Quran said in chapter 13 verse number 13 that the thunder is an angel and he is in charge of the cloud. I mean, so if that what would make the Quran unique, I mean, that's different story. But as I know, there's a lot more better stories for kids, because the Quran, yes, it has funny stories, but it has many sad stories too, full of violence and bloodshed. So today we will ask the Muslims a very simple question. However, before we start, do we have any Muslim is listening? Do we have any Muslim is listening? Let me be sure first that my Skype is on. Hold on. Let me turn my Skype on. So in case a Muslim would like to call, as you see, we are not the same as Muslims. When they want to debate about something, they tell you, give us the topic, and they prepare themselves 2 months in advance. So they will go and print all kind of papers and website, because simply they have no knowledge and they are scared of questions. And the questions, they have to be known. You have to give them the exam before the test. This is what the Muslims do. So when the Muslims, they come with this my Skype is open right now if there's any Muslim would like to call, and I would like really to speak to Muslims only for now. I don't want to I don't want to speak to anyone except like, we want the Muslims, we want to hear their voice. You see, we want to hear the other side of the story. You guys, you listen to Christian Prince, but what if a Christian Prince is wrong? This is why we open the challenge for the Muslims to call us and to show us that we are wrong. And you never know, maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. I mean, the whole story is very simple. Who can prove me wrong? You know what I mean? we are not asking for something very special. We are asking for anyone who have knowledge, he can prove it. All right? So one of you asked me about the Quran of Uthman. The Quran of Uthman is not exist. Nobody have the Quran of Uthman. Ask yourself first, if they have the Quran of Uthman, why the Quran is written according to the reading of Hafs, which is recitation of Hafs? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying is clear? If the Muslims they have the book of Uthman, why they are I have someone asking me if we have the reading of Uthman, if we the Muslim they claim that they have the book of Uthman. Let me show you how we can get that busted so easy. You see, the problem is uh, I don't know, like sometimes I ask myself, uh, did God create people have I mean different brains? Some people they have a clear brain, some people they need filtration, some people they need to take vitamin D and E and B. So when a Muslim he says to us, we have the book of Uthman written by the blood of Uthman. I mean, are you a donkey or a donkey? Because the Quran you have, you agree that this is according to the recitation of Hafs, not according to the recitation of anyone. Because if you have the book of Uthman, you do not need the recitation of Hafs. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? If we have the book of Uthman, who need Hafs? Are we listening? Hafs is a one person who copied the Quran by recitation, not by writing, from Muhammad. So if we have the book of Uthman, who need Hafs? Who is Hafs? Hafs was not exist in the time of Muhammad. Is the point clear? Anyone don't understand what I'm saying? Who did not get it? I mean, it's very simple. If the book of Uthman is exist, who need Hafs? So look how many generation between Hafs, this guy Hafs who was accused to be a liar. Let me grab the Quran. All right. I mean, the Muslims are really funny. I don't know who is the dump here. This book is written according to the recitation of Hafs. Recitation, not the writing. Recitation, not a book. Okay. The son of Al-Mughira, Al-Asadi, Al-Kufi, according to recitation of Asim, the son of Abi Nujud, Al-Kufi, Al-Tabi'i, according to Abdul Rahman wa Abdullah ibn Habib al-Sulma, according to Uthman. So how many according to? We end with Uthman, and then after Uthman we see An Uthman, according to Uthman, and according to Ali, and according to Yazid ibn Thabit, and according Abi Ka'b, and according to the Prophet. Look how many according. However, all those according, we don't have a document for them, because the Muslims themselves they admit that the last name they copied the Quran from, it was the recitation of Hafs, not the book of Hafs. Are we getting the point? All right, no problem. So this is according to Hafs. So there's no Uthman. If you have the book of Uthman, who need Hafs? If we have the book of Muhammad, who need Uthman? I hope I made it clear. Now, about Hafs, if I search right now in 2 seconds in the internet, I will find that there's tons of Muslim websites speaking about Hafs being a liar. Hafs, he is a liar. And who is the one saying that? The Muslims. Let me do little search in Arabic. Actually, before we go there, hold on. Before we go to Hafs, this is a Muslim website, alislam.org. alislam.org. In this website, there is this, in this article, there's a collection of hadith, and those all are Sunni hadith. All are Sunni hadith. However, the Shia already they agree that the Quran is corrupt. There is a Muslim cleric. His name is Yasir al-Habib. Let me search for his name. Give me a second. Yasir. All right. In a second, we will be there. All right. This is a Shia cleric. He is very well known, and he is wanted, by the way. I think he is originally from Kuwait, and now he cannot go to Kuwait for a very simple reason, because this guy, he say things as it is. So he have a series of videos. You can go and watch them, and it is in English. And the series is How Was Islam Corrupted? How Islam was corrupted. I'm not the one who's saying that. I mean, the video is in front of you. All right. How Islam was corrupted. He have video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, video 5. Watch whatever you want of them. So the Shia already, they agree that the Quran is corrupt and Islam is corrupt. However, the Shia, they say that there is a book, it's not corrupt. This is the book of Fatima, the Mus'haf of Fatima, not the Quran. You see, Mus'haf is a pages, you know, like a collection of pages. So the Mus'haf of Fatima, it is given to the Mahdi, and the Mahdi, when he come back, he will bring it with him. Okay, Muslims, when you get the Mahdi back, let me know. Give me a call. All right. So the Shia already, they agree that the Quran is shish kebab. Now, let us go to the book of Sunnis. This is the Sunni themselves. They agree that the Quran is a shish kebab too. You see, there is two kinds of Sunni. There is Sunni who speak in Arabic between each other, and they do a lot of poo-poo, and they expose themselves. And there is a Muslim Sunni who speak in English, and they try to present you that their aftermarket product is iPhone 6. It's perfect. You know, we have the best camera, and we have the best processor, and we have the best fingerprint, but they don't have a finger to have a print. I mean, do you have a finger? Unless you want to mention to me the hadith of Muhammad saying that he is the middle finger, or the same as the middle finger. I did not understand what does that mean until I came to America. In the highway, somebody started giving me that finger, so I thought they are saying hi, but then I noticed this is not high at all. I was driving slow. Anyway, if you read in front of me here, you will see a collection of hadith collected by the Sunni, written by the Sunni, reserved by the Sunni, about the corruption of the Quran in the books of Sunni. Read with me. The 33rd chapter of the Quran, Al-Ahzab, is alleged to have contained 200 or nearly 300 verses. Like, what? Oh boy. How many? Okay, how many verses now we have in the Quran, in the Al-Ahzab? So we have hundreds of verses are missing in one chapter alone. According to many reporters, Al-Ahzab used to be equal to the cow chapter. So where are they? And who is the one saying that? The Sunni. And the reference in the front of you. The chapter of Al-Ahzab right now is 73 verses. So where is the rest of the verses is gone? You know what I mean? You see, this is not something written in the hand of the Christians, the Jews, the Hindus, the Buddhas, the atheists. No. It's not. You see, the author there is not a Trump. You can click at number 1 here, and it's going to take you to the author, or let's say the reference. The reference is the book of As-Suyuti. The Imam As-Suyuti is one of the best genius in the history of Imams. This guy, he is a Wikipedia, walking Wikipedia. So As-Suyuti, Ad-Durur, etc. This is the reference, volume number 5, page, etc. Read the rest. So all the reference there in front of you, and those are Sunni reference. As-Suyuti is not Shia. Then they will give you more, you know, more reference. But I found the more funny one is where Umar, he said that the Quran used to be a million, sorry, 1,000, which mean million, and I think 27,000 verses. Let me remember, because there's many hadith. Which one is listed here? Let us see. Here we go. Read this one. Abdullah ibn Umar reported saying that should never. No, that's not this one. Where is the one? Maybe I jump it. Here we go. Here we go. Read with me. Lose of the majority part of the Quran. There is a lot of tradition in Sunni books which show that the Quran was much more than what the Muslims have in their hands. At-Tabarani, this is a Muslim scholar, has narrated with a trustworthy chain. Trust what? Trust. This is not naive. This guy, he ate, and the guys who reported this, they ate a lot of food. They are fat and they are choppy. Not naive, not weak. So they narrated from Umar ibn al-Khattab that he said, who is the one who's talking? This is Umar. This is not any kid. This is one of the Caliphate of Islam, and one of the most closest. Actually, he is not the closest. He is the guy who scared the hell of Muhammad always, and he forced him to do things. He is the same one who was making fun of the ass of Muhammad's wife when she was doing poo-poo. This is how much Muhammad, he is scared of him, to the point he can say to him, shame on you. So Umar ibn Khattab, he said, read with me. The Quran is 1,027,000 letter. How many? Muslims, read with me. The Quran is a 1 million. Actually, in the correct hadith in Arabic, it says 1,000, which means 1 million. So they are not lying, but they are making it shorter. So the Quran is 1,027,000 letter. But the total of the letters in the whole Quran today, the Muslims, they have in their print, or let us say the according to the Quran of Hafs, is 267,053. And by the way, those numbers are not accurate, because you know the Muslims, they play with the numbers of how they count the letters. So this is not an accurate number. You know, it can go up like you know, a few thousand, go down a few thousand, but not necessarily. But anyway, we're not making a difference. So now, who have a calculator? Who is going to measure for me? Give me the number. Give me the final number. You know, I am bad in mathematics. If we have 1,027,000 letter and we minus 267,053, how much left? Who wanna give me the number? Anyone? Nobody have a calculator? I am the only one here have a calculator? Yeah, because we are the Arab, you know, we are the Arab, we are the one who make calculators. Yeah, they lie to you and they say to you that the Arab, they created the Jabra. The guy, his name Al-Jabra, Jabir bin Hayyan, he is not even an Arab. So now we have what? We have 759,000, almost 760,000 letters are missing. Almost 760,000 letters is missing. So what we have is more than 80% of the Quran is gone. It's gone. It's totally gone. Shish kebab. Do we have any Muslim? Well, you know, the one who invented the Jabra, we do not know exactly what his religion, but what we know that he was from the north of Iraq, and the north of Iraq, those are mostly Assyrian or Chaldean, but mostly is Assyrian because the majority is the Assyrian. So most likely he is from the Assyrian nation. Most of the smart ones, actually, you see, all the scientists you hear about, the Muslims, they are so proud about, they have nothing to do with Islam. You know, maybe in different topic we can talk about that, but all of them, they have not. I remember when I was a kid, I will give you an example. When I was like in school, this is a long time ago, maybe like 200 years ago, because I'm born long time ago, long time, but Allah, he forgot, he abrogated my age, you know, this is the problem. Anyway, so the teacher, he was telling us about a scientist, and the book of history in front of us, the section is about the Arab, you know, the Arab scientist or Arabic scientist, scientists who they are from the nation, from the Arab. Supposedly we are Arab, we are proud about them. So the teacher, he wrote the name and he said Al-Khawarizmi. Let me write the name for you in the screen. Al-Khawarizmi. This is a very well-known name. Al, as we said before, in Arabic is used as the Khawarizmi. So when you say a name, you say Al-Khawarizmi because we are calling him by a title, by a last name, or let us say a known name. So Al-Khawarizmi. And I look at the name, I mean, this doesn't make sense. The name, you know, Arabic is my first language, and this name make no meaning. So I said, sir, what Al-Khawarizmi mean? So he said, oh, Al-Khawarizmi mean, he was called Al-Khawarizmi because he's born in Iran. He's born where? In Iran. So I said, oh, is he from, like, he's born, his parents from there? He said, yes. So I said, sir, so how we say that he is an Arab? The guy is a Persian. I mean, do you see the corruption of the history of the Arab? Just because the guy became famous, became well known, they want to grab his name, they want to make him an Arab. He like it or not, the guy is dead anyway. So now they are teaching us in school that he is an Arab, but he's not an Arab. He have nothing to do with the Arab. He's a Persian. And so I asked him this question. He said, you know, you always a troublemaker. Just listen, and you know, let us continue. He refused to answer. You know, he had no answer. It's obviously it's a lie. And the same for all the Islamic. You know, you hear about Ibn Khaldun, right? Ibn Khaldun. His parents are from Morocco. They are Moroccan. Those are not Arab. There's no Arab in Morocco. There's no Arab. Anyone, you see the founder of Apple, his father is Syrian. The founder of Apple, what his name, I forgot his name, he died, right? Steve, his name is Steve, right? Steve Jobs. Sooner or later they will make him a Muslim, but this guy, he don't give a, you know, he is born and he grew up in a Christian house. His parents, they took care of him, they adopt him, and he had nothing to do with Islam. They will say to you that his father was a Syrian. His father was not even a Muslim. He worked in a bar, he worked in a casino. and when the women she got pregnant, they dump him. But in the future, you will see they will add him to the history of Islam, and they will make him a Muslim scientist. Steve Jobs. You know what I mean? This is what they do. They will make him a Muslim scientist. I will not be surprised if a Christian prince, after 500 years, they will say he was a Christian, he converted to Islam. My friend, even the Satan of Muhammad, he converted to Islam. So who's left? Anyway, so the point here that the Muslims, when they speak about the Quran is a preserved, it's a joke. It is a silly joke. As you see, all those references are not made by a Christian prince. Those are not accusation made by a Christian prince. Those are Islamic books, all of them. The list here in the front of me, 57 report, all of them about Quran corruption. And the Quran corruption in those 57 report in one book, just one writer, one author, As-Suyuti, the Imam As-Suyuti. It's not about, like, don't count it like if when we say 57 that means there is 57 words corrupted. No, every corruption, as we showed you, that, like he said, like the chapter of Al-Ahzab used to be equal to the chapter of Al-Baqarah. That's mean there's at least 200 verses are missing, almost 300. You know, and the same, you know, goes for everything. So who and how, you know, I don't understand really how the Muslims, they try to fool us and fool themselves, saying that, oh, Islam and the Quran is a book, it's preserved. Preserve what? All those lists you see, all of this in front of you is a list of corruption in the Quran. This is not my writing, this is not my statement, this is your Muslim scholars. Even there is a chapters are mentioned, we cannot even find them. Like if you read the names here, there's names we cannot find them. Where is Alhamd? The first one, you know, is that Al-Fatiha? So it have a different name. You see how long the list? I wish you speak Arabic, you know. However, this website here, let me post it for everybody. Whoever wanna read more, you can read in this website, and you can save it for your own, you know. There we go. I will post the link for you guys so you can save it for your reference. Now we go back to Hafs. Even though, like, my topic is today it wasn't meant to be about this guy Hafs, but let us see what Hafs is about. I need to turn the light on. Hold on. Okay, let me teach you something about if a link I post it did not work, guys. There is a very simple thing in Google to find things. Do you see what the title of the page? Just type exactly in Google and you will find it. This is alislam.org. Type exactly and you will find it right away. All right, are we good? Always anything I show you in the screen, especially if it's in English, you have no problem. I mean, Arabic I understand, but as long as it's in English, you can copy, like the screen in front of you, you can freeze the screen for a second, and then look, it says here is alleged to have contained 200 or nearly 300 verses. Type that in Google and I guarantee you will find it. Simple. All right, always do that. Anything I show you and you try to find the links for it, Google will do the work for you. Prophet Google, peace upon him. Even Allah cannot help you more than Google. All right, so now we have all those reference about the corruption of the Quran. You can type in Google, choose any unique words, line them up together, and you will find it. So as an example here, is alleged to have contained 200 or nearly 300 verses. Search it, you will find it. Or you can search anything, you know, from whatever I show you. Just be sure they are consistent and you add nothing, you do not even add a letter, and you will find the whole thing. Now let us find the story of Hafs. Let us go there. We go to Hafs' story. Hafs. I keep switching to Arabic. It's switching back to English. I don't know why. All right, let's try now. All right. There is endless collection about Hafs that he is a liar. This is a Muslim website. You see, I'm not going to open any Christian website. I'm going to show you only Islamic website. You see all of those. It's endless. Endless Islamic website is speaking about the corruption of Hafs. One of the funny thing about the Muslims that all the hadith of Hafs is rejected. Any hadith is coming from Hafs is totally rejected, which means the Muslims don't accept any hadith if the hadith is reported by Hafs. All right, why it is rejected? Simply the Muslims, they give us the reason. They say that all the scholars of Islam, they reported that Hafs was a fraud and he fabricate hadith. Ahlul Hadith. This is a Muslim website. It's called Ahlul Hadith. All right, and now here they are quoting from Muslim scholars, endless list. قال عبد الرحمن بن حاتم أنا عبد الله بن أحمد فيما كتب إليه عن أبيه متروك الحديث. Hafs, any hadith he say, we throw it in the garbage. Why? Because he's a liar. And the same say the Umar ibn Muhammad ibn Shu'aib al-Sabuni from Hanbal ibn Ishaq and Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Ahmad ibn Hanbal is a big shish kebab scholar. He rejected any hadith from Hafs. Why? Because he's a liar. Same as Uthman ibn Ahmad ibn Sammak. I mean, I'm not going to read the whole names. All those names, even Al-Bukhari said taraku, which means his hadith is dumped. Muslim, he said hadithuhu matruk, his hadith is dumped. It's not da'if. It's not da'if. Remember, da'if, it's fine. His hadith is not accepted to be in the shelf. You know what I mean? It is gone. We don't accept it at all. Da'if hadith is fine. So any hadith is coming from Hafs is dumped, and the reason is they don't believe it. He says La yasduq. He is not truthful. He is. And look what here he said. Kadhab. He is a liar. And his hadith is rejected. وَيَضَعُ الْحَدِيث. He fabricate hadith. I mean, how in the world you accept his Quran if he fabricate hadith? You see, we should ask ourselves, which one is higher, the Quran or the hadith? The Muslim, they will say to you, the Quran. Okay, so you accept a liar to witness for the Quran, but you reject his hadith? You know what I mean? Isn't it, this is a kind of madness or stupidity? So we reject this guy to be in the ticket court. Okay, let us imagine Hafs is rejected to witness in the ticket court. Ticket, you get a ticket, police give you a ticket, and there's a witness because he's a liar. But he is accepted in the Supreme Court. Unbelievable. Welcome to the dump nation of Islam. Any Abdul? I mean, this is stupid. Imagine somebody applied to work as a post office man. They do a check for you, and they find that you are not trustworthy because the one who worked for the post office, you have to be trustworthy because he can steal your mail, right? So he was rejected to be a post office man, but he was accepted to be the head of the FBI. How crazy that is. And look here what it says. وقال يحيى ابن سعيد عن شعبة. It's reported by Yahya ibn Sa'id, the son of Sa'id, and Shu'bah, that Hafsu, he took from me a book and he did not return it, and he used to take books from people and he copy it, which means he copied and he claimed it is his own. Anyone wanna? I'm so glad I did not send my book to Hafs for a proofreading. If I send my book for Hafs for a proofreading, he will publish it under his name and he will claim it is his book. Oh boy. This is the guy you get the Quran from? Do we have any Muslim would like to call me? Any Muslim seeking some versions? So as you see, all the Muslims accuse him to be a hypocrite, to be a liar, to be a thief, to be a fraud. So if if Hafs is a fraud, the Quran, your Quran, Muslims, is a fraud because it is carried to you from a fraud. A person you agree that he fabricate hadith. If there is any Muslim would like to call us, please feel free. Now we go to the topic which I want to talk about today. Until now, I did not really touch the topic of the Quran yet because what is coming is even more funny. Unbelievable. Oh man, Islam is something. Human being is a kind of complex creature, but there is something about a human being that sometimes he go blind in purpose, he goes stupid in purpose, like he decided to be stupid. As an example of stupidity, when once Muhammad, a fly fell in his soup, and Muhammad, or Qatham, he changed his name to Muhammad, as you know, he start eating the soup. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then a guy next to him, he said, Prophet, watch, there's a fly in your soup. The Prophet, now what? Obviously he can see it, and everybody noticed that. So now he have to fix his stupidity. So what he said? He said, if a fly fell in your soup, dip it, and throw it away, and drink it, because the fly has a medication in one wing and a disease in one wing. So Muslims, which wing you are going to call me with? I want you to go and grab a fly, dip it, and be sure. One wing. I love it. One wing have a medication and the other wing have a disease. The cheap prophet, he don't mind, for he is not clean, to drink the soup, and the fly is swimming in it. And not only he is saying it's okay after the fly fell down, he is asking them to dip it, which means to be sure that all the germs and the bacteria in the fly is already in your soup. So enjoy it. Do we have any Muslim here? Wanna call me and he wanna make some thunder? Any Muslim would like to call me? Yeah, my Skype is on, and feel free to call me, and you are more than welcome, my friend. And you know, Muslim, be careful. I am not here against you. You know, some Muslim, they think I hate them. I don't hate you. I feel sorry for you. Maybe my way it's a little bit aggressive, maybe. But my friend, the topic is aggressive. The topic is about God. It's about salvation. It's about deception. It's about hell and fire. So because we would like to save you from the hellfire, we have to be tough. Imagine you see your son is going to go to hell. I mean, how sad is going to be? Imagine you have a son or a daughter and they are taking drugs. So we are not here for joking. We are not here to make fun of you. You are not here because I'm asking you, call me so I can laugh at you. This is not the purpose. Call me and make fun of me if I'm wrong. I don't mind. You see, if somebody said to me, you are stupid and I am stupid, I mean he is a good person because he just told me something about me I need to know so I can fix it. But the problem, the Muslim, they think they are doing the smarter choice by following such a cult. A cult, I mean, is it really hard to understand that Islam cannot be from God? A God, he promised me a vagina. I mean, what kind of God this God is? He work in Las Vegas, he's a pimp. And this God, even he described the look of the vagina and the size of the penis. And this God, to convince me that he is a true God, he promised me I'm going to have 70 years orgasm. I don't like 70 years orgasm. What about 80? I mean, why 70? Muhammad, he's stuck with the number 70 and everything. Does it have to be 70? What about 71? 72? 73? What if we make it 100 years? And don't forget the boys in the Quran, they will be serving us and they will be so beautiful. Wow. I mean, this is must be God. It's obvious. And this God, he is going to provide me with the river of wine. You know, yesterday I got a bill. I don't know. I mean, I should call them. I got a bill for water for $105. How many? Yeah, something like $106, I think. I mean, what? What? Why I want to pay 100? Too much. I mean, things is going crazy. In the heaven, Allah will provide me with a free river of wine and river of milk and river of honey. Hey, honey, where are you going? I'm going to grab some honey from the river of honey. Do you want some? Hey, brother, where we can get a cheese? Brother, there's no cheese. There's only river of milk, and that's it. What if I wanna make yogurt? There's no bacteria in heaven, so how we can make yogurt, brother? Any Muslim wanna call us? Who is a Muslim would like to call? Guys, forget about this kid. He will not call us. You know, he's scared. And maybe his mom, she didn't allow him to speak to adult. Just let him go. Maybe his parents can talk to me. Any Abdul? Who is a Muhammadan? He would like to call me right now, right here. Anyone? All right, nobody. Now let us go to the title of this video. Until now, we did not even touch the title. The title is very funny. And I get the title from the Quran. Let us read together. I don't know what to say. Chapter 2, verse 106. Now, you know, the Quran have funny names, we have to admit. And this chapter is called the cow chapter. Why it's called the cow chapter? Anyone knows? Why it's called the cow chapter? Any Muslim can tell us. Guys, don't forget please to copy the link and share it in, you know, in Facebook and pages, and tell the Muslims we are going to give out versions made in China. We will give out some versions, you know. Yeah. The reason of that, because this chapter speak about a guy who killed a guy, and Moses, he wanted to know who killed this guy. So Allah, he gave him a way to like how you can do it. So he told him, I mean, the guy is dead, how we can find out now who killed him? So he told him, go and kill a cow and bring the meat of the cow. Some they say he beat with the tail, some they say they beat with the balls, some they say with the beat with the penis. I don't know what he beat with. Anyway, he slaughtered a cow, he brought the meat of the cow, and he beated the dead guy with the meat of the cow, and then the guy, he woke up and he said the name of the one who killed him, and he died again. True story. This is why if you go to the CIA headquarters, you will find that in the first floor they have a big freezer for cows, for beef specifically. Why? Because they beat the guy who is dead, and then he opened his eyes, he talked like a zombie, and he said the name of the one who he killed him, and right away he will come back to death. Even the FBI, they are doing this these days. Cheating. They are taking the method of Allah and they are practicing in America, and they say to you America is an advanced country and we are the one who have the internet. but yet they could not come with a way the same as Allah. However, this is not our topic. Chapter 2, the chapter of the cow. Thank you. Verse 106. What is verse saying? I don't know what to say to you. I'm so disappointed. I thought Muslims will call us and they will show us, you know. Why? I mean, why Muslims you are not calling? Why? Okay, what we can say. In this verse it says, the one is talking is who? It is Allah. Remember, the translation is made by who? It's by Yusuf Ali. Remember, not by Christian Prince. Because I know the Muslim, they will say to you, oh, he's making things up. Oh, he's giving a wrong translation. You know them. So the verse here is saying something very strange and very crazy. I mean, who is crazy more than Allah? Nobody. Who can beat this guy with his madness? And the proof in front of you. Read with me, please. What is that? I heard a noise in my computer. What is that? Somebody call me? No. I think I have a genie, guys. Guys, do you think I have a genie in my computer? Honest to God, I heard something. I think it was a genie. And let me read the chapter of the chair, because this is the only way to fight genie, you know. None of our revelation do we abrogate. What is that? I'm hearing sound, guys. Do you hear it? Where this sound is coming from? It's a magic. Maybe from a website I have it open. Which website? Which website? Let me check, because this is annoying. I keep hearing this. I mean, what is that? Let me see. Maybe I have Facebook open. Maybe, hold on. Maybe. There is somebody. Somebody is texting me in mind. Man, what are you doing, man? I thought there was a genie in my computer. All right. It was minds.com, my account there. Somebody is texting me. Okay, we go back to the topic. Thanks to Allah, there's no genie. Now, none of our revelation do we abrogate. Oh, hold on. This is not the right way to say I mean, it's not even close to the right which I am. So none of our abrogation or revelation we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. Thank you. But we substitute something better or similar. That's amazing. I mean, this is the top intelligent ever I heard. This is, I mean, this God is genius. This God is genius. Look at this. Hold on. I feel dizzy, Muslims. I mean, this is so much. This is too much. Hold on. So the Quran is saying, none of our revelation we do abrogate. Okay, I will let the abrogate go. Or cause to be forgotten? Like, what the heck? Muslims, Allah, He calls the Quran to be forgotten? Why? Like, what the heck? Have you ever heard of a God, He want to preserve His book, and He send the book and He make you forget the book? What's wrong with you? You keep saying Are you listening? Abdul, come on. Allah, He sent a book and He preserved the book, and then He make you forget the book? Like, what the heck? Am I talking to myself? I don't know what to say. So guys, look at the wisdom. Allah, let us ask Zakir Naik. I mean, if there is no Muslim would like to call us, I mean, what we can do, you know, what we can do. Let us call Zakir Naik and see what he would say about that. I think he's doing something in the bedroom. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Is that Dr. Zakir Naik? Yes. Brother, in the Quran it says that Allah, He sent the Quran and He abrogate Quran and He caused the Quran to be forgotten. What does that mean? First of all, the chapter you are talking for me is chapter number 2, the verse of the cow, verse number 106. And I'm sure you are changing your faith and your voice, so I will not know that you are Christian friends. But you cannot fool me. In this chapter, Allah says to us that He sent Quran and He is going to cause the Quran to be forgotten. The wisdom is behind this, because Allah, He said something very stupid and He don't like us to remember it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hello? He hang up on me. Where'd he go? Zakir? Why Allah, He sent the Quran and He want us to forget the Quran? Any Abdul? You know, Muslims, do you remember the story of Zulqarnain, the man with the two horn? The man with the two horn, according to you Muslims, this is a guy who he came to his people to tell them to believe in Islam, and they hit him in his head. Oh boy. And then he got horn. Have you ever heard of somebody got a horn because you hit him in his head? I heard of somebody, he might get a pimple, a pump, but a horn? I mean, this is only can be to be honest with you, can be seen in cartoon. And now look like your God Allah or Aka Muhammad, because he keep forgetting the Quran, he's trying to find an excuse why he is forgetting the Quran. So what happened? Muhammad, they ask him, Prophet, what you said yesterday is different from what you said today. So Muhammad, he have to defend his ass. So what he say? None of our revelation we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. And then Muhammad, he don't shut up his mouth. He keep talking, so he do more purple. Look what he said. But we substitute something better. What the heck? Allah is going to make something better? Are you serious? Allah, I don't know what to say. I think I need the music. Better, better, better. Better, better. Allahu Akbar. The better Quran is coming. Good news, brothers and sisters. We are going to have a new generation of the Quran. You see, like if you look at up Samsung Galaxy 7, Samsung Galaxy 8, Samsung Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy 8 is obviously better than 7. An iPhone X is better than iPhone 8. Hello. So Allah is going make you to forget about Galaxy 7, the one used to be exploding. And he will send you something better. Unbelievable. I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Quran is coming, so happy. This is really amazing, so happy. Better Quran, better Quran, better Quran is coming. Better Quran. Yeah. Allahu Akbar, shake it. Unbelievable. Allahu Akbar. Wow. I feel like I'm high, man. Some hashish. Hashish time. Hashish. Allahu Akbar al hashish. Wait. What is that? It sounds like hashish time. So Allah make us forget the Quran, so He will make a better Quran? Are you Muslims telling me that the first Quran of Allah was not good, so Allah will send the Quran better than the Quran? Hello? Hello? Any Muslim would like to call me? Any Abdul? Stupidity sometimes is beyond imagination. So, brothers and sisters, the Bible is corrupt, brother. The Bible is corrupt. Okay, why the Bible is corrupt, brother? You know, when the Muslims speak about the Bible corrupt, do you know what they are talking about? This is additional stupid thing the Muslim they say when they do that. According to Islam, the one who sent the Bible is Allah. So the Muslim, the stupid Abdul, is saying to you, again, Allah, He sent the Bible and He make you forget the Bible. Unbelievable. Oh boy. Anyone want to drink some tea with me? It's already cold. I made the tea an hour ago, and now I remember to drink some of it. Unbelievable. You see, when I am with Allah, I forget about everything. Not only He forget about the Quran, I forget about Allah. About the tea. And look what it says here. Allah, He calls you to forget the Quran. It's not like it's happening like normally. No. Allah is involved in the conspiracy. It's not the Jews. It is not the Christians. It is not the Hindus who want you to forget about the Quran. It is Allah. Allah. So amazing. So beautiful. The wisdom of Allah is above all wisdoms. Who can come with such a statement? Like, and do you now do you understand why the Muslim they say nobody can make Quran like the Quran? You idiot Muslims, even Allah Himself is in competition with Himself. As you see, Allah is making Quran better than the Quran. How Allah can make Quran better than the Quran? Like what happened? Allah, He went and He took a class in Arabic, and now He is going to write Quran better than the previous Quran? What do you mean He is going to write something better? How better it is? It's better what? Better in a grammar, better in any Abdul? By the way, if you are new in our program, don't forget to subscribe. At the end of every month, we give a give out. What I do usually, I take one of the audience here. We have a caller. Hold on. Hello.
Hello, is this Christian Prince?
Yes. Please mute your phone so we don't have double voice. Hear me from Skype only. All right.
Hello. Hello.
Mute your YouTube.
Yes. Please mute your phone so we don't have double voice. Hear me from Skype only.
Okay. Anyone wanna call me? Mute your YouTube before you call me. Otherwise, you will have two sounds. It doesn't work. You can call me back, but you have to mute your sound first. Not two sound. We will have double sound, and that will not be good. Do we have any Muslim on a call? Yeah, just either you close your YouTube or you mute it. Find one way. Any Muslim? No, I'm not debating anyone, because as you see, Allah, He made them forget where to find me. Allah, He calls the Muslims only when they talk to me to forget the Quran and the meaning of the Quran and the answer about the Quran, and they forget about Islam at all. The Muslims, they get their memory when they speak to someone. He is an American guy who do not know Arabic, who do not know Islam. They forget their memory in front of me, and they never heard of me actually. All right, he's calling back. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, this is Christopher Robbins. You blocked me on your live chat.
I did not block you, my friend. I don't know who are you. Who are you?
Well, you're in my group on Minds.
Okay. How I can help you?
I was wondering if you could unblock me on the live chat because no one can see my comments.
Maybe the admin, he blocked you for some reason.
The admin said that you were the one who blocked me.
Maybe that means there is for some reason. Did you do something bad?
Well, I was talking about my own messianic Jewish beliefs, and
Okay.
I said
why you don't talk about me?
that.
Why you don't talk to me about your messianic Jewish belief right now? Not in the text.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
What is your messianic Jewish belief? What does that mean?
Basically, I'm a Jew who believes in Yahushua Jesus as the Messiah.
And what does that mean?
That means I believe in Yahushua Jesus as Messiah.
I got that. Don't repeat. I got that. What does that mean exactly?
I follow the Torah. I obey the law of God.
Okay. So you don't follow the gospel? You follow only the Torah?
No, I follow both.
Oh, okay. And do you consider yourself a Christian?
Not anymore, because most Christians in this day and age, the last days, have become lawless and they don't follow the law of God.
Okay. So you follow the law of God.
Yes.
What is the law?
And I keep the faith of Yahushua Jesus.
What is the law of God?
Lots of law, like keeping kosher, all the law that's in the Torah.
Okay. And that's supposed to
be the first 5 books of the Bible.
No problem. I understand. But why you are saying so you are not a Christian no more? I mean, if you are keeping the law, you are not Christian no more?
Well, I'm doing my best to keep the law.
But no. This is another question. The question is, you said you are not a Christian no more. So what keeping the law have to do with being not a Christian?
Because most Christians,
I don't care about the most, my friend. You see, I don't know why. You're an adult. I'm not a kid. the question is so clear. If somebody he keep the law, I don't care about the most or the how many. Let us say there's only one Christian in the world. He keep the law, still he's a Christian. So why you said you don't consider yourself a Christian no more?
Because I follow the Torah and
who cares? I mean,
don't.
so what's wrong with you? Are you like are you I don't know. I'm talking to you clearly. If you follow the Torah, what is the problem for you to be consider yourself as a Christian? You said you believe in Jesus. Do you believe that Jesus is the Son of God?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So what is the problem for you not to believe that you are a Christian anymore? So what are you now?
Well, it's because I'm Jewish. I have a Jewish
this is not the question, my friend. Who cares about you if you are Jewish or not? This is not the question. You see, the Bible speak about the first Christians, and all of them they were Jews.
Yeah, they were Messianic Jews like me.
No, they are called by name Christians.
That Christian was actually a Roman term they made up to belittle.
They are called a Christian, and it doesn't matter who is the one is saying that they are Christians. They've been called the Christians, and those they were Jews. So why you are not a Christian no more? I don't understand. So for me, what I find, like, you are trying to find yourself that to be a unique. I am better than everybody, and I am good, you are bad. I am clean, you are dirty, and this is the mentality of Muslims, right? So you are the one who follow the law, and the rest are a bunch of dirty, filthy, scumbag, and I am the holy man. Well, thank you very much. I have no place for you. You do not need to talk to me. You are the best, and everybody is bad. That is the talk of the devil. That's not the talk of a good man. The good man, he will not say no. Listen. The Bible says no God, no good but God, and you just claim by following the law you are the good guy.
Well, I try my best.
No. You said I follow the law, and this is why you are consider yourself no more a Christian, which means those who they are Christians are bad, and you are the good guy. Why? Because you follow the law. But let me tell you, my friend, if you know the Bible very well, you should know that this is a wrong understanding of what the law is about. Jesus said, "It's not what goes in your mouth will make you dirty, filthy. It's what comes from your mouth." So you think because you don't eat pork and you eat kosher, you became a good guy? This is the mentality of the Abdul. This is the mentality of children who they are naive, and they think if they take extra shower, they are clean. But the whole everything about God is not about who care. Let us say there's a guy, he is homeless and he stink. He stink. Not only he is dirty, he stink, but he never harm anyone. He never hurt anyone. He never killed. He never steal. He is a very nice person. And we have a person who is a rabbi, or he is a bishop, but he's a child molester like Muhammad. So which one is good, you think?
The one who follows the law.
Here we go. The one who follows the law. Stupid idiot. Stupid idiot. Following the law, my friend, will not make you good. That is the hypocrisy. The ones who killed Jesus, they were following the law too, weren't they? The one who crucified Jesus, they were following the law. The one they said his blood in our hand, they were following the law. And the one who were following the law, they said to Jesus, why you are doing this in Saturday, in Sabbath? Jesus said to those who follow the law, the hypocrites, Sabbath was made for the man, not the man was made for Sabbath. Stupidity is not allowed here. So do you see why I blocked you from the text? Because you are seeking attention, that's all. Are we good, guys? You see, this is the beautiful thing about Jesus. Some people, they are the same as you know, let's say they have the mentality of the KKK or racist, or you know, the same as Muslims. We are clean, the rest are dirty. This is the mentality of the Jews too. They think they are the most clean people. but yet they were doing everything against God. They are following the law, but they don't do what God told them. This is why Jesus said to them, you are, if you are, if your father Abraham, you do what Abraham did. You praise, the Bible says, they praise God with their mouth, but their heart is empty. They say it's sealed. We do not understand. And the Muslim, they use that verse to speak about their prophet. I agree. A homeless person who stink is a million times better than a rabbi, and he is a filthy liar. What do you think, guys? Do you agree? Listen to them, but don't do what they do. What Jesus said about certain people who they are the same as this guy, and what the Bible says about them. Did Jesus say you are the same as your father? He was speaking to who? When he said to them, your father is the devil, he was speaking to who? He was speaking to people like this guy. You are of your father. For your father is the devil. But all of them, they follow the law. And they are so proud about it. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. But they claim to be following the law. He was not talking to the atheist. He was not talking to the Hindus. He was not talking to the Buddhas. Is that correct, guys? Is that true? Jesus was not talking to them to someone he is not a Jew. He's speaking to the Jews. So being Messianic Jew is a person who believes in the Messiah, and he is humble, and he don't think he is better than others, and he will not brag about following the law. Good for you, follow the law. Who is holding you? Keep the Sabbath, keep everything. Who's holding you? But that will not make you a good person. The law was made for the benefit of the man, not the man was made for the law. It's like, you know, if you ever be in the army, you know, I serve in the army myself. In the army, you know, they force you to do extreme sport. But you know, if you think about it, the sport they are forcing you to do is to save you later in the field, because you might die if you do not know, if you're not good at running. You might die if you do not know how to climb. You might die if you do not know how to swim. So yes, it is an extreme sport and they are pushing you hard, but it was for your benefit. So the law never was meant to be because you are better than others. It was for your benefit, your benefit, not because you are better. When I follow the law, does not make me better than anyone. Every human being is a sinner. And I am a sinner. The one is talking to you right now, I am a sinner. If anyone he play the game that he is the holy guy, spit in his face, he is the devil. For no good but God. He is a hypocrite. He like to show off. He like to say I am good and everybody is bad. I follow the law. Ooh, wow, ew, wow. I follow the law. Ooh, you are an idiot. Now, anyway, it's good to school the dumb one from time to time. You see, Jesus, the amazing and the beautiful thing about the Messiah, he taught you how to be humble. This is why Jesus, he said, when you fast, you don't Show people you are fasting. When you pray, you go to your closet. Correct? When you donate, you don't let your other hand know. This guy is the opposite. He follow the law. He want to put it in public. He want to make a sign. What about why you don't write that in the highway sign? I advise you. You need it. Lord have mercy. If there is a woman, one day she is going to marry this man, she will divorce him after 2 weeks, in the maximum 4. And then she will forget about him the same as Allah he forget about his Quran. Let us go back to our topic. Lord have mercy. All right. I mean, sometimes I really feel sorry for women. I mean, look, you see, people they play women for divorce. I mean, look at this guy. Imagine you have a husband like this. From the morning you say to you, I follow the law. Do you don't follow the law? I don't eat pork. Do you eat pork? I'm a clean, you are dirty. I mean, is Abdul is you are exactly the same as Abdul, the same as stupidity. You think because you follow the law, you are like you are the best. What a dump. Those who do good, they don't talk about it. For God is witnessing, and God is all-knowing. If I make a donation to somebody, I'm not going to speak about what I did. God is watching. You do not need to announce it. If you announce it, you get already the reward. Your reward on earth. For you are a hypocrite. Now, do we have any Muslim want to call us and tell us why Allah he forgot the Quran? Anyone? Any Abdul? You Muslim keep saying to us that Allah here preserved the Quran, Allah preserved the Quran is preserved, blah 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 blah. Well, Allah is saying here from his mouth, he make you forget the Quran. So why you are lying to us? So what do you mean you preserve the Quran? Allah said he made you forget the Quran. So did he make you forget the Quran or he make you remember the Quran? Any Abdul? Anyone knows? No answer? I'm so disappointed. Did I call Zakir Naik? I mean, guys, imagine if we can get Zakir Naik every time I do live podcast. That will be the most funny ever. We will die from laughing. Even Christopher himself will die from laughing, even though he is following the law. Oh, that mercy. Oh, man. Brain is a gift of God. Intelligent is a priceless gift. Do we have any Abdul? Anyone? Not even one? I mean, what's wrong? Is that because you Muslims you have no answer? I mean, how you explain this? Your God, he will make Quran better than the Quran. Is that a stupid statement, or this is, you know, like all of us sometimes we have a foolish moment, don't we? Like sometimes we say stupid things. Sometimes, yeah, all of us we do sometimes. This is why sometimes we feel sorry for what we said or what we did, right? Is that one of those moments for Allah? What do you think? Any Abdul? Seriously, Muslims, what do you think? Do you think this is one of the funny, stupid moments of Allah where like he says something stupid and funny and he should not say? Otherwise, explain to us. Here, You see, the idea of abrogation, Islam have many kind of abrogation, and all of them they are stupid. As an example, the Muslim they say to you that Allah he abrogate Quran rule, but not the verse. Like what the heck? And then they say to you, there's other verse is abrogated as recitation, not rule. Like what? Why he abrogate the recitation? He caused us to forget the recitation, but we follow the rule of the recitation, but we have no recitation. I mean, how stupid that is. If the verse is needed and is still active. As an example, the Muslim they say to you, the chapter of Al-Muta. Muta, it's in the Quran, chapter 4, verse 24. We have the recitation, but the rule is abrogated. As an example, the other side, chapter of stoning to death, or verses of stoning to death. We know that the goat ate them. The Muslim they say it's abrogated, but the fact is the goat who ate them. Okay, so now we don't have the verse, but we have the rule. What? If women she get divorced, she have to wait for 4 months, and then Allah he abrogate and he make it free 3 months. I mean, what? Allah he forbid the Muslims to marry from non-Muslims, and then Allah he made a verse says you can marry from non-Muslims. What? The same prophet in the same year, sometime Muhammad he come with this with the opposite direction in the same week. Flip flap. Do we have any Abdul? Who is a Muslim would like to call me? This is very stupid. This is not. You see, the only explanation for what happened here, based in all my years and years of study of the cult of Islam, that Muhammad he got busted. He cannot repeat the same verse twice. So he have to explain why he is forgetting the Quran. Because remember, Muhammad he told them that Allah preserved the Quran. Inna alayna in jam'uhu wa qur'anahu. It is on us the collection or the collecting of the Quran and reciting the Quran. Okay, Allah he said that. So now how Muhammad would explain why he is forgetting the Quran? So he made a verse saying Allah will cause to forget the Quran, but don't worry, be happy. Allah will make better than the ones we forgot. Unbelievable, so beautiful. This is amazing. I mean, look, this is. Any Abdul? Any Abdul? Who is a Muslim want to answer? Yesterday one of you he said he will call me when he is in the speaker corner, and he will make Muslims speak to me, but I don't know, nobody called. I mean, what they can do. Yeah, no, I don't live in England, you know. Any Abdul? Who is a Muslim would like to call us? You see, from the first moment I start my broadcast every day, I say and I repeat, who is a Muslim wanna call us? And we cannot find a Muslim wanna call. What is the reason? The reason is very simple. They cannot make it. They are so brave to debate people who do not know Islam. Get somebody, replace me, get someone who do not know anything about Islam, and you will see how many Muslims they want to call you and they will argue with you. Usually those who call me is those who do not know me. Let us say it's a mistake, and after they do it, they sing the song Never Again. You know Never Again? Never Again. This verse alone in the Quran is enough to prove to anyone that the whole idea of the preservation of the word of God, which is supposedly the word of Allah, as Muslims they claim, is nothing but a joke. Because the Quran itself admit that the Muslims forgot the Quran. And to make it more funny, it is Allah who caused them to forget the Quran. And if you ask yourself a very simple question, who is the one who make you forget the word of God? Is that God or the devil? Very simple question. Just, any Muslim want to answer? If God, he sent me a word, huh? God, he sent me a messenger, he wrote it, he sent it, he sent his angel, and then he make me forget it. So why? What for? Why he sent it? Why he sent it? What for? What happened now? So what? Allah he noticed that he do not need to send this verse. He made a mistake. You know what I mean? Did I make a mistake? I am Allah now. Did I make a mistake? So okay, well, Allah he sent the verses, and man, those verses are not good. So let me cause them to forget the Quran, and I will send them something better. And then Allah he sat behind his table and he started thinking of something better. And what is better? Better is better. I will use this time different recipe. I went to Harvard University and I learned better English. Guys, my coming book is going to be, like I'm getting my new book ready. So my new book is going to be better than my first few books. But better in what? Better in which way? How the word of God can be the better of the word of God? Do you understand me, Muslims? How the word of God is better than the word of God? Who is the first one who wrote the first words? Those verses we are talking about, who is the one, who is the first author, who is the first writer? Allah. Okay, Allah will cause me to forget his writing and then he will write something better? How stupid that statement is. This is God. God does not talk like this. And let us jump to the word similar, because similar is even more funny. I mean, imagine imagine you guys, I delete my first book, The Deception of Allah. I announce that, guys, I decided, I came to a final decision, I should delete my book, The Deception of Allah. You people, you say to me, why you want to delete the deception of Allah? I say, because you know what, you are arguing with me, so I'm going to make you forget about it, because I'm going to make something similar. Similar? Are you sure? What do you mean you want to make something similar? I mean, what the point? It is similar. So I'm going to delete all my books. I'm going to withdraw them from Amazon. I will take the German, the French, the Swedish, the Dutch, the English, all my books and all my videos, and then I will make something similar. I mean, who is the stupid here? What's wrong with you Muslims? Can't you see it? He will make something similar. So imagine I come to you and I say to you, okay, I'm going to burn your house because I want to make a similar house to you. Hey kids, do you have football? Okay, I'm going to get my knife and I will chop it pieces. Do you know why? Because I'm going to make you something similar. What a bunch of kids. What's wrong with this religion? He will delete his own words and the purpose to make similar. That's crazy. That's stupid. That is dumb. Do you agree with me, Muslims? You know, Allah remind me of my trip to China. By the way, I'm going soon to China again. I will send you a video when I go there. All right. So when you arrive to China, you feel the mystery of the ancient China. All right. Somebody told me, please don't quit your career. Don't change it, okay? I mean, you guys are awful. You are making fun of my singing. Shame on you. Seriously, shame on you. You know what? I'm going to make you forget about my song, and I will make you something better. I promise you tomorrow. What is that? What kind of God this God is? This God, he sent Quran, and then he changed his mind. Then he make us forget the Quran, and then he said, "Don't worry, be happy. I'm going to send you Quran better than the Quran." Look, hold on, not necessarily better, maybe similar. I love it. I mean, Allah is so cute. I wish I can grow Allah in my backyard, but the city is not allowed in me. You know, they said no terrorist allowed. What's wrong? Chong Ching Chong. This is Spanish, really? No, I speak Spanish. Are you kidding me? I remember I used to have a Mexican neighbor, and he throw garbage in the front of my place. I have like my container. So I said to him, my friend, you cannot do that. Throw it in the front of your place. Where is your place? He said, Basura, Basura. I said to him, Mr. Basura, you cannot do that. Later, they taught me that Basura mean garbage. I thought this is his name. Anyway, so I speak all languages. I am the same as Allah. What happened, I know Spanish, but then I caused myself to forget the Spanish because I decided to make something better or similar. Unbelievable, God. Very, very, very amazing. Very amazing. Allah is very smart. Any Abdul? Do we have any Abdul? Don't forget, please, to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, I might cause you to forget to subscribe. So then I would do a similar channel, and then you will subscribe to the similar one. Who is here with me? Not even one Muslim. So look how lucky I am. From all the Muslims in the world, I got a guy who called me and he have a mental issue. I mean, where is the people, the guy who follow the law? Do you know, guys, that according to Muhammad, there's rats who they are Orthodox Jews? This is the chapter 2, verse 106. Chapter 2. My friend, you see, this is why I use audio effect when I teach, so to make you remember. So now, each time you hear this, remember which chapter. Okay? I mean, it's clear. Don't tell me you did not hear it. Okay, so this is the cow chapter, verse 106. You eat a cheese, you remember it. You drink milk, you remember it. Okay? Your mother-in-law, she show up, you remember it. I mean, it's very easy. Unbelievable. Do we have any caller? Sound like cow for you. What do you mean cow? This is a very well-known singer, my brother. Any Abdul? Now let me show you, as long as we are talking about the following the law, you know, for sure, you know, the nothing who can say that following the law of God is bad? I mean, that's stupid to say, right? But it's not the law who make you a good person. The law is just a guidance for you for a better life. But sometimes people, they think that following the law is what will make them good. But the Messiah, he made it clear that there is people who they are hypocrite, but yet they follow the law. The same as the Muslims. The Muslim, they pray 5 times a day. They have their own law. They don't follow the law of God. No, they follow the law of Muhammad. So they think, they believe, if they pray 5 times a day and they kiss the black stone, you know, the vagina, they think that that will grant them heaven. That is not what God is about. What if you are an evil person? What if you are a person who is full of jealousy and hate? What if you are a person who follow the law because you fear the law, not because you are in love with the law? Which means you obey God because you are afraid. There's a huge difference between people who follow because they believe they should do that, and people who they are forced to. As an example, I will give you an example about normal law, like, you know, law we live in countries around, not necessarily the law of God. If we change the law and we say anyone who rob a bank, he will not go to jail, how many banks will stay? All of them, they will close one day. Suddenly we will find that half of the town became thieves. So why half of the town now they are not thieves? Because simply they knew that there is a punishment. They have a fear, but not because they are good citizen. And there is people, if you put the money in front of them and there's nobody is watching, but this is not their money, they will not take it. They will not touch it. So the law does not make you a better person than others. It make you an obedient person to the law. But are you an obedient person to God or to the law? Because you can be obedient to the law, but you are not obedient to God. You can be a person who keeps Sabbath, but you are a person who wish to have the wife of your neighbor. A person who have hate and jealousy. A person who don't give. A person who don't help. A person who who do everything wrong. But yet you are following the law. Now I want to show you example of the madness of Muhammad. As long as we are talking about following the law, Muhammad. Okay, we have our friend here calling. Hello, my brother. Hello.
Hey CP, how you doing?
How are you?
Hey, can you hear me? I'm fine. I'm fine. A couple of things. I wasn't. I was listening a while. I wasn't intending to call today. But when you got back to the topic of the law,
Yeah.
That other guy, Chris or Christopher, what have you, he put something on my mind, and I wanted to call and say something on this broadcast about it. Maybe you can help somebody. Maybe it'll help somebody down the road.
Yeah. All right.
He mentions he's a Messianic Jew and that he believes Jesus is the Messiah and the Son of God, which that is good. I do agree with your point that he seemed to put too big of an emphasis on the fact that he followed the law, to the point that he said, I'm no longer think of himself as a Christian, which I think would be a bit too much. Because as you said and have said before, and I agree with, the ones who follow Jesus, they are Christians. If you really indeed follow Jesus. If you feel he feels the need to point out that he follows the law and makes such a big deal of that, too much so, and it does make you think that, well, maybe this guy figures that following the law is what makes you, like you say, what makes you good, and that's backwards. We don't following the law is not what makes us good. We follow the law because we believe and believe in Jesus Christ. That's what makes you want to do righteous things. It changes you in such a way that you do the righteous things and you want to do the right thing. That's the point. Closer to the point, I would just point at some scriptures here. Luke 18, where you have the rich young ruler.
Yeah.
Let's see, I don't have it, but basically the point being, rich young ruler asked him, what must I do to inherit eternal life? And Jesus tells him, well, follow the law and the commandments. And the young ruler replies, I've done all of this. I've kept all of these from my birth up. And Jesus tells him, lackest thou one thing, go and sell all you have and give alms to the poor and come and follow me. He went away sorrowful because he had a lot of stuff. Now, he kept all the laws from his birth up. That's what he said. Yet, having a command directly from Jesus, sell that stuff and come and follow me. Well, he's sorrowful that he doesn't do it. He missed the point. He lacked one thing, faith in Jesus. Now, I contrast that with the woman at the well, John 4. Jesus tells her, well, you don't know what you worship, because you don't know what you worship. She says that her and her ancestors have worshiped there in that well for years. Jesus said, you don't know what you worship. We know what we worship because salvation is of the Jews. And the lady says, now, she doesn't disagree when Jesus tells her, we don't know what we're worshiping. She doesn't disagree with that. She replies, I know that the Messiah is coming. And when he is come, he'll tell us all things. And Jesus tells her, I am he. I that speak to thee am he. and she leaves, telling the people, "Come and see a man. Is this not the Christ?" The point being, she didn't even know what she was worshiping. They had missed everything. She only knew one thing: the Messiah, faith in the Messiah. But that was enough. The rich young ruler had kept all the laws, but he didn't have that faith in Jesus enough to follow him.
Correct. And the
The
same
woman,
yeah, and the same as remember, if you remember the thief who was on the cross next to him.
yes,
And this guy obviously is not following the law, right? He's a criminal.
yeah, he's a criminal.
Yeah. So following the law, as I said, it's for your benefit. It's not meant for the benefit of God. It's for your benefit. So
Right.
if the Bible teaching us something, especially about something we practice in our daily life, that this is why Jesus said Sabbath was made for the man, not man made for the Sabbath, because the Jews, they used to work 7 days a week, and they abuse themselves and even their servants. So they don't want to stop working because they want to make money. So Sabbath is made for a reason. The purpose is not the Sabbath. I mean, what God will get from the Sabbath? Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
He will rest? No. He will make money? No. So who is the one who will rest? Who is the one who will breathe? Who is the one who will relax? Who is the one who will take he will back to himself and meditate with God and remember what he need to do, and he think about what he did in the last week and sit with the family. So there's many benefit in the Sabbath. So it
Right.
was not meant for the Sabbath itself. It was meant for you. When
Right.
when God said don't eat pork, is that because God, he care for a pig? I mean, that's nothing to do with, it's a silly thinking. But pork, pigs, there's many reasons actually they are forbidden, and one of the reasons, maybe the major important reason, that pigs, they used to grow in the field, and they eat from everything including dead bodies.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
pigs, remember, they eat everything. That's why they are called pigs, I believe. So that is a reason, and they can carry a lot of diseases too. But now pigs, they are growing. I'm not going to say it's okay to eat pork or not. This is
It's beside the point.
yeah, this is not the point.
You know.
But there is a reason always, and I believe it's a health reason.
Yeah.
As an
Yeah.
example, the pigs, they don't sweat, so they have more poison in their skin and their body more than other animals. As an example, the Old Testament forbid you from eating rabbits.
Yeah.
I mean, why God would
Yeah.
not care for you to eat rabbit or not? That's not
Yeah.
that's not the business of God. However, if it's about surviving, you eat anything.
Right. Well, but the thing is, I don't want to speculate on exactly why God said don't eat this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. The point here is that we don't want to focus on the wrong thing. God's reason are his reasons, and we obey them as best we can. Now, if this guy, being a Jew, well, no doubt he's got a different set of pressures, similar to what Muslims would face when you try to get to Jesus. So I can understand that he's going to have some different theologies coming at him from different relatives and things like that. So I can understand that, but he doesn't want to take his focus off of Jesus. That's the thing, and the other things come accordingly. If he feels like, being a Jew, that he should still keep the law because he's not a Gentile, then that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the point that he doesn't want to assemble himself with the other people who are seeking the Messiah, trying to do the best that they can, I think that's a bit too far. You're starting to lose focus.
First of all, we cannot show off and say I am better than anyone. All of us, we are sinners. All of us, we need the salvation of the Messiah. And you eat pork, I don't eat pork. That will not make me better than you. I mean, this is a false mentality. It's not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, but the one who do the will of my Father. But what is the will of my Father? When Jesus spoke about following the law,
Mhm.
You know, Jesus make, you know, like the Bible make it clear that it's not what goes in your mouth. Why Jesus say that?
Mhm.
Because they are focusing in what is making you healthy physically, mixing it with making you healthy spiritually.
Right.
So there is orders is meant to keep you healthy physically, as I said, the pigs or the rabbit, because rabbit they eat their poo-poo. You know,
Right.
they have two kind of poo-poo, so they there is more the reason actually. You can study it as a health thing.
Mhm.
It is better to eat different kind of meat. However, that is for you, but the spiritual thing is what Jesus he focused in. So when they were practicing the law and they want to stone the women for committing adultery. Now the law says the one who commit adultery, you stone them. Now what Jesus said, he didn't say, I I changed my mind, you know, about the law. No, he said, you know, you guys are a bunch of hypocrites. You know, if any
Yeah.
of you
Yeah.
don't have a, you know, he did not commit sin, cast your stone. I mean, who are you?
Yeah, I was my idea because
Yeah,
there should have been a man there too.
yeah. So they,
But
I mean, here we go. They are insisting to practice the law, but obviously they are using the law for their own benefit, and they are abusing someone else, and they are not being
yeah,
just.
yeah, but more than that, CP, like the Pharisees and such, a lot of those people will have kept the law their whole life, like the rich young ruler in Luke 18.
Yeah,
But when Jesus come, they didn't even know it.
right.
You know, you're talking, you're talking to the Son of Man, but you don't recognize it.
Yeah,
But you keep all law. You know,
because they focus
and
on the law. They focus in, you know, exactly the same as Muslim. They focus in,
yeah,
if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. We are done. We will go to heaven, and the rest is not
right,
important. You know, like we pray 5 times a day, we wash our hands, and we do the, you know, we pay certain money, and that's it. And then Muhammad he added more stupid things like, you know, if you do bad, you can wipe it with something good.
right,
So what I
right.
need to do, I can do 50% bad, 50% good, and then I'm fine. I can rape a child in the morning, and I can make a donation at night.
Right, right, right. When the important thing is to love God, you know, or the great commandments, love God with all your
Yeah,
heart and all the strength and all the mind. That's the important thing. And the second one, like unto it, love thy neighbor as yourself, is thyself.
right.
That's the important stuff. The other, the law and the prophets, hang on that. See, loving God, that doesn't hang on the other stuff. The other stuff hangs on loving God.
Yeah,
You know, it's important to keep your priorities in order. You know, and like I said, and if the guy's still listening, you know, or anybody else in the same quandary, and I guess it does apply to Muslims as well. I would I would point that out, and I would say that in his case, when you get to the point that you don't want to associate yourselves with other Christians, that is a bit offensive in the least, you know, and it does smack of, you know, well, a bit of think, you know, I'm better than you are, and you really shouldn't do that. Even if even if you don't really mean it that way, you should not say it that way
yeah,
because it does cause offense. And if you mean it that way, you should recheck the scriptures and adjust, you know, and adjust your beliefs, you know, and because you have it backwards. To come back to Islam, to Muslims, I would say the same thing. You know, if you have an honest desire to find God and to get to God, seek Him first. You know, and when that is truly your focus, you'll see the flaws and stuff that UCP spend, well, I say all day, probably your whole life, trying to point out. You know, all the stuff will make it'll become clear to make sense. But as long as they do, which I'm convinced their goal is to get close to Muhammad and to emulate him, they just spend all their time making excuses for Muhammad, apologizing for Muhammad, and they miss the point, you know. And they really go to the extreme with it. Other people notice it that you know, you can insult God and they do nothing, and you insult Muhammad, they want to kill you. I mean, you know, this is not the 10th. I'm not the 10th time. This is not the 10th time anybody's heard that before. They do that all the time.
Yeah.
And dedicating yourself to rituals and things like that is missing the point and wasting your life. Sorry I got so long-winded today, CP. I just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah, thank you for calling, my friend. Thank you.
No problem, man. You have a good
day. Take care. You know, God is not a fool, and we cannot fool God. And we say to him, we follow the law, that's me, we are good, and I'm good to go. And I'm going to go to heaven because I did 1, 2, 3, 4, as you said. But inside me, I am not a pure person. I don't love people. I don't help people. I don't care for my family. I am not good with my parents. I am not, you know. So, you know, you, all of you, is one piece. And you will be judged for all of you, not just for doing the law or not. So the example our brother here he gave from Luke, it's a great example actually, a very nice one. The rich guy, when he told him, well, are you willing to sell your things? If you want to go to heaven, no problem. Okay, sell your everything you have and follow me. Suddenly, he didn't want to do that because he have too much money. I mean, too much in the okay, I prefer to stay with the law better than following Jesus. But he just asked him how I can be saved then. So it's up to you, follow the law, but don't follow Jesus. And the answer is so clear from the book of Luke. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Any Muslim? You know, I don't like hypocrisy, and I don't like people who show off. If you are a person who fasts, don't tell me. If you are a person who pray, don't tell me. That's what the Bible says. We are not Muslims who brag about being praying, and we are fasting, and we are making donation. You know, the second you start talking about it, you lose the blessing of God. This is what the Messiah taught us. As you see, guys, there is no Muslims and no Muslim there to call us, and the answer is very simple. They cannot debate us. And the topic of today is very simple and very clear. The Quran is a collection of lies. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hey, my friend. How are you?
Is it freezing outside?
Is it what?
Freezing outside.
Freezing? Freezing? You mean cold?
Yeah, yeah. Is it snow outside?
No, there is no snow. No, today not snow. No snow. No, not yet.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Do you check my email recently?
You send me an email or something?
Yeah. Okay. You should check.
All right, no problem.
Okay. I was tuning in since the beginning, and there's this brother Christopher who called you. He's having PTSD, so you were quite harsh on him.
It's okay. You know, I talk to all kinds of people. I see. I'm not. It's not a problem for me. It's okay. But you know, always I try to correct people about the way they approach life, and they say things. You know, nobody should be so proud of himself because he think that he is better. You know, all of us we are sinners, and all of us we need guidance of God, and we commit sin, and what make us better is to be better to others, not to ourselves. Following the law is making you good for yourself, not good to others.
Yeah.
You know? What about being good to others?
Yeah, we should be good to others.
Yes.
Instead of like being a better person. I mean, to show off, being a better person than others.
You see, when the Lord they ask him how to pray, he said to pray like this: Our Father out of heaven. You know the prayer, and it says,
Mhm.
and ask and ask for forgiveness. Forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. So imagine I am a person who follow the law, and I don't forgive, and I ask God for forgiveness. So I missed a major understanding. So God is not a fool. We can fool him by doing practice. This is not a routine. This is not an employment where you go and you check in and you put your card and they register that you show up and you spend 8 hours, and it doesn't matter really what you did in the 8 hours, and then you get your salary. You cannot fool God.
Mhm.
It's what you
Yeah.
do, what you did. It's not only just going there and doing what you need to do supposedly by the law. It's you. you know what are you, who are you, what
Mhm.
you accomplish. God one day will look at a Christian prince and he will say, how many people this person he was able to help to understand, from the Muslims as an example, about Islam is cult, trying to help them. you know
Mhm.
he will not ask me if I was eating pork. I mean, which one is more important? you know I'm eating pork, or I
Doing
I
good,
spend
good work.
all my life trying to explain to Christians to save them from Islam, because they're trying to convince them to convert to Islam, and to save the Muslims from Islam. So
Mhm.
it is very, sometimes people, they have a very silly thinking, and they think like God is a kid and we can bribe him, like we give a donation so God will let us go, and we can eat pork so God is happy, and we will we will go to the synagogue, and now we are good people, and that's it. What is missing? Nothing. But that's not what God is
Mm.
about.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Anything else, my
Uh,
friend?
I would like to ask one question before I go. Yesterday you were touching on the usage of the word Allah in certain Bible translations depending on the countries, right? Like
That
in
is the Arabic
Arab
translation. Yes,
countries. Yeah,
yes, the
yeah,
Arabic.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same like here. So if it's the same like here, we also use Allah uh, as the name for God. So
It shouldn't be used as a name. No, if those countries, you see, they, when they translate it, they use it as a word meaning God, not as a word,
mhm,
as a name. However, Allah is a name. It's not a word meaning God.
mhm.
So it's a
Yeah.
wrong use. It doesn't matter who is using it, Arab Christians, or in Malaysia, or in Vietnam, or it doesn't matter. It's a wrong word to use. Shouldn't be
So
shouldn't
if we
shouldn't be used.
we were to put it in the book, I mean, should we use the word Allah to represent the words in the Bible, which is used here, or
No, no, no.
we
You should use,
we
like,
change the word to
if the you see, the Bible is
God?
very clear. There's in the Bible,
Mhm,
there is words, and we can use them in the new translation. As an example, I'm going to
mhm,
translate
mhm.
to the Filipino language, Tagalog. All right. So
Okay.
I can say, why I need to bring a new name for. Should I say Isa or say Jesus? I mean, the answer is very simple, right? We don't have
Yeah, yeah,
Isa.
yeah,
There's no Isa. So why you want to
mm,
replace it with a false name?
yeah.
So
That's
we
true. That's
we
true.
should not use a name is not mentioned in the Bible. That is wrong. Now the Christians in the Middle East, because they live under the Islamic occupation and the terror of Islamic occupation, and you know what does that mean? I mean, people that live under ISIS for a few years, they were terrified like hell, right? So imagine you live under ISIS for the last 1400 years. So I
Mm,
understand why they put the word Allah there, but it's not right still. But I understand what happened. You are living under the occupation and the terror of the filthy Islam for the last 1400 years. So when the translation came to exist, they put the word Allah. However, it is a translation, and our
mm,
book, our Bible, is not a translation. There is many translation in English, in many languages. You can make a translation
mhm.
yourself, right?
Right, right, right,
That will
right.
not make it the Bible unless it is a good translation, unless it is an accurate translation. So For me, I take the translation in Arabic to be an accurate translation if we don't have the word Allah there. You know,
Okay, I understand what you
as
have.
long this word Allah is exists there, I'm not going to accept it because it is, you know, they are using a very important. There's something missing there. They should not use that name. You know? Now
Okay, okay.
the Muslims, by the way, because they are hypocrite, they say to you, well, look, the Arab Christian, they use the word Allah in their Arabic Bible, but they will not say to you this is a translation Bible. Secondly, we can ask the same question to the Muslims. If we read the book of Yusuf Ali, why Muslims are using the word Jesus when the word Jesus never mentioned in the Quran?
They mentioned Isa.
Yeah, Isa. What is, you know, why you are using Jesus in the book of Biktal and the book of Yusuf Ali, Shakir, all of the translation, they are using the word Jesus. So if this is will prove that the God is right, that means that the God of Islam himself, he made a problem. He created a problem for himself, because if Jesus is the correct name, then why he have Isa?
Mhm.
You know, in the
Yeah, yeah,
original,
yeah.
not in the translation. Now, if you go to the Isa and you check, you study history, you might come to the conclusion that Isa is coming from Asos, or you know, like the Greek word, and then we need to ask ourselves why Allah is copying the Greek pronunciation or wrong pronunciation of the word
Mhm,
of Jesus, when he should give a name for Jesus, the Hebrew, the Israeli. Because remember, the Muslim
mhm,
believe that Jesus is a messenger for the Jews. So why you are giving me a messenger? He have a Greek name.
mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I
Now
understand.
we know why how the name Jesus came to exist. You know, because
Mhm, mhm,
the Greek language does not have some letters as exist in the Hebrew. So there's a reason for it. However, uh, why Allah is using that name instead of using the Hebrew name, when all of Islam confirm that the Messiah was sent to the people of Israel only according to them?
mhm.
Imagine I say to you that there is a messenger. A messenger was sent to the Indian, and then I give him a Japanese name, but he's not
Yeah,
Japanese.
yeah.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like some words they can't really, how do you call, they make it into the local language. Mm.
Say again.
Some names they can't, how do you say, they can't put it into the local language. Yeah, it's like some sounds don't exist in the
Yeah,
language.
yeah, I understand. But you see,
Mm.
remember, Allah is God, so He know all the languages, right? Supposedly.
Yeah, yeah.
So I understand if a man he cannot pronounce a name, so he come with a certain name. But when we talk about Allah, is Allah short of his tongue? So his tongue is short. He cannot pronounce the letter correctly. That's not doesn't make. This is a proof that the one who made the Quran is just a normal person. This is not coming from God.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for explaining that.
You're welcome,
It
my
will
friend.
help a lot. Yeah. So, just before I go, could you please unblock Christopher if you may?
No, no, no. Obviously, he will just play games. You know, I don't have time for kids. Our channel is about Islam, not about anything else. And obviously, this kid, he is just seeking attention. We are done with that. Thank you, my
Oh,
friend. Thank you.
okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Uh, if everybody will come to here, you know, this is not mommy, daddy place. You know, like you want to play games, go on, go to different. There is many live podcasts on YouTube. You know, uh, you can go there and have fun. Uh, there is some people they are seeking attention. We need to understand that. Uh, I remember, you know, when I used to do a lot of work in Paltalk. There is two women's. They converted to Islam. Then they come to my room, and we showed them reference, etc., as usual, as I do with everybody. and then they decide to become a Christians. 2 weeks after, they become Muslims again. The Muslims, they invite their friends, Allahu Akbar. Two Christian women, they want to convert to Islam, they invite everybody, and then they say Shahada. Okay, 2 weeks after, they come to my room and they decide to become a Christian again. Anyway, so 3-4 times, and then they came to me. I said, listen, go stay Muslim. We don't want to see you here. Those stupid two women, they are just seeking attention. You see, when they go to a Muslim room, she want to see Shahada, suddenly she became a superstar. Everybody want to interview with her. Allahu Akbar, sister, please add me, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly they are so important. But then after a week, 10 days, nobody care. I mean, they are Muslim now. So now it's time to leave Islam. And now she go to the Christians. The Christians, hey sister, we are so happy for you, in blah 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 blah. So they are important again. So there is we need to understand there is people who have a mental illness, and they are willing to do anything for the sake of attention. There's an actor, I'm not good with names of actors. Last year she posted pictures of her naked, and she is like 70 years old. I mean, disgusting. Why? Because news don't talk about her no more. So she's trying to get the attention again. What she can do, she posts pictures of her naked in the bathroom. I mean, how stupid that is. So she is not worried. She knows she have to do something stupid in order to be in the news again. So there is some people, they are willing to do something stupid just to get the attention. It's like you have a cat or a puppy, and this puppy, you are busy from him, so he tried to give you attention. Look at me, I'm here. So he bark, he jump over you, he want to get out. So some people, they are like that, and I cannot really, for me, I am willing to help everybody, but seeking attention, that is not something I can help you with. You need to see a shrink. And you need to pray to God to help you. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Any Muslim? Do we have anyone? Isn't it strange? There's 150 people watching, but nobody is a Muslim. I don't understand. Where is the Muslims? In any language you use for translation, my friend, the name of God, the same as the name of Jesus, you use it as the original Bible. So when the Bible says Jehovah, you say Jehovah. When the Bible says Yahweh, you use Yahweh. When the Bible says Elohim, you use Elohim. That's it. There's no need for translation. For there's no names, there's no translation. Should not translate those things. When the Bible says Moses, we say Moses. We don't give a translation. When the Bible says Ezekiel, we say Ezekiel. That's it. And Abdul. Not even one. I mean, what's happening here? Where'd they go? What? What is the Abdul? I'm so disappointed of the Abdul. I thought today we will have some Abduls who want to call us, and they will make a clear explanation for us about the cult of Islam, but obviously they are so much worried about what will happen if they call, and they knew they are no match. Now here our topic is always about Islam. We don't really speak too much about Christianity for a very simple reason, because I like to be focused on the topic. Same time, uh, I don't mind, to speak about the Bible, about my Lord. That's an honor for me. Uh, but I believe there is many people they are doing that. But there is a few people doing what I do to expose Islam. So me speaking about the Bible, I will not add too much, for there is a lot of people they can help you. But me speaking about Islam, I can do a lot more better, for there's only few people do that. You know what I mean? There's thousands and thousands, if not millions, people they can help you to understand the Bible. But how many people they are exposing the cult of Islam? Few. We are short of numbers of people who expose the cult of Islam. But we are not short of numbers of those who explain the Bible. So are we out of Abdul, guys? You see, I'm upset from you guys. You are not getting me the Abdul. I mean, what we can do now without Abdul? Should I go to Amazon.com and shop for Abdul? Is that what I should do? Should I go to eBay and order some Abdul? Where we can get Abdul? What happened? I don't know. It's weird. Do you think it's Judgment Day? This is why Abdul are gone. Maybe we should make a special study about the Judgment Day in Islam, which is very funny. You guys heard of Osama Dakdok? Osama Dakdok is a friend of mine, and we used to do a radio show together. And actually, my first book, The Deception of Allah, he was my publisher. So yes, we know Osama. What about him? He's a good guy. Any Abdul? No one? I know what to do. See, guys, we are out of Abdul. Should we borrow? This is exactly what we do here. It shows you how much they are in fear and they have no idea how they can answer us. However, guys, you have a duty to download my videos. You can cut it pieces, make it 15-minute, 10-minute. There's many topics we spoke about, and you can spread them all over. Help us and help me to spread the truth. One person alone, I should not be working alone, to be honest with you. And you can do better. You can make a lot of YouTube channels. There's many of you watching. You can download the video. Like, this video is going to be 3-4 hours. Okay, cut it pieces and post it around. Right? Now I'm trying to follow with the text. Which site is it? Is it question and answer online? I don't know, what do you mean? I'm not sure what do you mean. Any Abdul? All right, look like we are out of Abdul for tonight, so I'm not going to keep you and hold you longer here. If you are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. And remember, we do broadcast, live broadcast 3 times a day, at least a week, sorry, at least, which is Wednesday and Friday and Sunday at 4:30 p.m. in those 3 days. However, during the week, I do more broadcast. So to be sure to subscribe, so we can, you can be notified and you can join us. I try like to make in the morning, sometime in noon time, and the purpose I do it this way so we can reach out to those who are living in different countries like in Asia, etc. Like now, for those who live in Asia, it's almost 7 a.m. in the morning, right? But we started, remember, at 4:30 p.m. So most of them will be asleep. It's 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Uh, so I try to be, to have it in different timing. However, we have 3 days, it's fixed. So those 3 days is always as a must. And I hope soon, maybe by the end of this year, we will have my book, which is about Islam and sex, done. But then we will do the proofreading, which means my work will be done. The proofreading will start, and which means maybe in the first month of the coming year, we might have the book ready for publish for those who are asking me. And then I will get back to work in my other book, which is about the roots of the Quran. I want to say thank you guys for being here, and I appreciate all of you. And I apologize if I am tough on some of you sometime, but remember, my topic is tough, and I'm fighting the devil with a huge army of his own, mostly alone, except very few of you who help me in what I do. And really, I want to say, and I want to thank those who help with donation. I really appreciate you, uh, because your help is really important, and there is many things uh, in this coming month I will do, actually this month too. If not, we are not receiving donation, I will not be able to do it. So I want to say thanks for those who help. May the Lord bless you and give you back a lot more than what you gave. And I appreciate those who download my videos and spread the video around. You can be poor and you can be blessed. You can be rich and you can be blessed. You can be uneducated and you can be blessed. And how you can be blessed? Serve God, not serve a Christian prince. So you can do many things. You have internet, you post here, you post there, you do something, serve the Lord. Be an active living person for Christ. Be an ambassador for the Lord. Don't be just a number. Be a Christian. And a Christian doesn't make you Christian if you donate to Christian prince. No, it makes you Christian that you do whatever you can in your hand to serve the Lord, whatever you can. If you can post a sentence from the Bible somewhere, do it. If you can explain the Bible to someone, do it. If you take a bus, you are a poor guy, you sit in the bus, take advantage of sitting next to a person and be an ambassador to the Lord. Show love, show harmony, show how you help, and let people know that you are doing what you are doing for God. He taught you to be a good person, and he taught you, if somebody asks you to walk with him one step, walk with him 1,000. If somebody curses you, you bless him. So be the image of the Messiah. Let people see the Messiah in your face. And what we do about fighting this cult is extremely important, because the Muslims, they are spending hundreds of millions of dollars. You guys, you have no idea how much money the Muslims they spend every year. Because remember, you see, we don't have a ministry of a Christianity in America. We don't get support from the government of America. The Muslims, they have a huge budget in every Islamic country for the sake of Islam. As an example, in Saudi Arabia, between 15 to 20% of the income of the countries goes to Islam. In the same time, we as a Christians, we got nothing except spending our own money. and there's a huge difference. They have a huge budget, billions, if not trillions, and we are people who have a few dollars in their pocket trying to serve God. Yet we are victorious, for this cult is a stupid cult, and their money cannot make their God a true God. It doesn't matter how many billions and how many trillions they will spend. The stupid God of Islam can be exposed and can be destroyed in less than 60 seconds by your help and by listening and learning how you can do it. So let us do what we need to do, and let us do more. And don't ever say I done enough. I'm doing this for many years. I spend every day of my life many hours, if not the whole day. Actually, before we start today, I spent from the early morning few hours with a brother because he needed some help. So I spent the whole day doing this, and I'm happy to do it. I'm not complaining. However, I believe still we need more, because this cult trying to hunt your children's, trying to fool them. They try to spread lies about the Bible, about the Messiah, when their book is the most stupid book. But if there's nobody there to expose the stupid book, to show people how stupid this book is, as we did today, how we can fight it. This is why what we do is extremely important, and your help is needed. So I want to say thank you very much for this. May the Lord bless you, and until I see you again very soon, as always we say, Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and see you soon again. God bless. Take care.